This video will show you how to replace the front door seal on a GMC Sierra. This will be mounted inside of your front door jamb. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. To remove our door seal, we need to start by removing some plastic panels. Let's start along the side of the dash. To start removing this plastic panel, I'm using a plastic trim tool. We'll gently pry that out of place. Looking along the inboard side, you can see 3 locking tabs. These look as though they're in good condition. Now we will have to remove this panel, but before we do, let's remove the lower panel first. As far as this lower panel, you can see that we do have the end here, and the other end is all the way over on the far side. There's going to be several locking tabs holding this down. We're going to pry it straight up and away. As I look under there, I can see all of my locking tabs. Those are still in good working order. We'll set them aside. Now it's time for our side kick panel. As far as this panel, it does have several tabs as well. This panel gets pulled straight rearward. We can use our plastic trim tool for this. There's our locking tabs. That looks good. At this point, we'll remove the door seal. I like to find where the 2 ends of the door seal meet, which is typically going to be along the bottom area. Take hold of the door seal. We'll start lifting it up, and you can tell that it will separate. It does have 1 alignment tab. This could be on either side. Let's continue on, removing this from the door jamb. There it is, friend. Prior to installation of any brand new part, we want to make sure we clean and inspect our mounting areas. We're going to go around the entire body of the vehicle where the door seal would sit. I'm going to use light detergent on a clean rag. Okay friend, now it's time to install our door seal. As you remember during the removal process, the ends of the door seal need to be down along the bottom. Let's go ahead and start aligning this. What you're going to find on the door seal looking along the bottom is you have a small groove for the body of the vehicle to slide into. So we're going to start lining this up with the original positioning, and then we'll bring it all the way around the door jamb. As we do this, we're attempting to press it up against the body as far as possible. We don't want to leave it loose in any way. You especially want to pay attention along each rounded corner. We're taking our time, pressing it in. Now at this point, you may have to make an adjustment to the length of your seal. This can be done using some cutters. Just going to lift up on this. I have my alignment tab. I'm sliding it into the opposite side, and we'll press this down into the fully secured position. Double check all the way around, and we'll continue on with our trim panels. Now it's time for our side kick panel. As far as this kick panel, we know that we have 2 locking tabs. If you were looking at the body of the vehicle, you can see exactly where those tabs need to be aligned with. Once you have it aligned, go ahead and tap it straight forward into the fully locked position. Let's continue along the door sill plate next. Now, when looking at this door sill plate, of course we do have our locking tabs along the bottom, and we are going to align them with their corresponding slots. But there's one other thing that I want to point out. On the inboard side, you're going to find that you have this notched area. We want to make sure that we have this area facing towards the front of the vehicle and on the inboard side, up against the carpeting. Double check to make sure that's properly secured in place. We'll make our way up towards the dash next. As far as the dash panel, we have 3 locking tabs. Looking at the dash, we can see our corresponding ports. Press it in, double check to make sure it's secured all the way around. Okay, friend, we finished the installation of our front door seal. The process for one side of the vehicle is the exact same thing as the other. Once you've completed that, just make sure that you can open and close the door several times and the seal functions as it should. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.